and started kind of theorizing what's going on with this student, what's wrong with him. And so Hayden kind of had that going on where like Hayden was investigating everything that was going on with Cece, like what's the vibe.
Right.
Meanwhile, Mateo is trying to figure out, you know, what happened. How did I end up like this? Who did
Mm-hmm.
this to me? Some serious investigation going on from that side of the table. Um, Zane was having a little flirtation with pretty much everyone. With everyone,
Pretty much.
honestly.
Hey.
Pretty much everyone. That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, pretty much
Yeah.
everyone had a little crush on.
If I recall correctly, even the time I tried to be intimidating towards Zane ended up coming
Yeah,
off.
it just didn't land.
It didn't come off like that, and that's okay.
Mateo threw
okay.
himself at me.
Right? Like,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Zane was probably
Tell
like,
me what you know. Oh wow,
okay.
you are solid. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so honestly, Zane was just being beautiful, smelling people, smelling
That
some
was
familiar
happening.
smells.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh.
Because I remember I sniffed back. That was insane.
You did do that. Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
I liked it.
Right. That's crazy.
We did some homecoming during lunch. People were doing some homecoming prep stuff. People were getting into cafeteria attempted fights. They didn't end up being fights. We touched on that.
Right.
And there was some sleuthing going on
Mhm.
from everyone. Really, everyone was doing some investigating.
There was a lot of tea.
there was
Trying
a
to
lot of
find Cece, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to find some stuff out on CC.
Mhm.
The
You got
the
Hayden got the student
henchwomen.
ID. Student ID.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you got a little token.
I did talk to him as well and made him think he saw like spiders and things.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's after school. After school, we had two people go to Donkey's Pizzeria. One
Yeah.
person, I think one person was watching from outside. I think that was
Mateo.
Mateo.
Yeah.
That was Mateo. Mhm.
Scared to walk in. That was insane.
One person
No, I'm
sitting
banned from
inside.
that place.
Oh, okay.
True.
From the diner, yeah.
Yeah. You're banned from the pizza place. You're just outside.
Yeah,
But
because that
one-
was what was it? Lexi's parents owned?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
That's
you're
too
not.
bad.
You and Lexi are not.
Right.
Mhm.
They're not. We can't.
No, but
Just
Dylan.
no.
After Dylan talked to Lexi, Dylan was also not impressed. Not a fan of Lexi.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah, but we learned you at least got a little bit info from Lexi.
Yeah, it's about some colored pens or something like that.
Yeah, she had color coded pens on her.
Yeah.
And she was studying.
Which I stole.
You did steal.
Now, which I stole. Very proud.
You're like, I took one, okay?
I did.
Everyone should know. And that's true. Someone else was in there too. I think just listening in. I don't remember.
That
who
was me.
Yes.
That was
yes,
you. That's what I wanted to
true.
say. Okay. I was right. Zane was there. You were just listening in on. You're trying to figure out what the hell's going on, like most people, honestly. And then we had everyone else go to the couch, try to figure out for real what is going on with CC. What is his whole deal? And he pretty much folded like cheap sneakers. He basically told you guys a bunch of stuff that kind of like about letters being passed and at a party.
He was asked to pass a letter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or no, he wasn't asked to pass a letter. He saw two people passing letters to each other. He saw I have it written down.
The two bitches.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
it was two bitches. I have it written down. It was it was yeah, it was Philippa. Yes. Lexi glitching. Lexi talking to Philippa and
Right.
and asking Philippa to write a note for her.
Mhm.
That's what you guys learned.
Mhm.
And he was like, it's so weird because they weren't friends, and it just doesn't make
Right.
sense. And so basically, he was trying to crack a case open in his mind for maybe the first time ever, and it was making him really sad and really
Mhm.
confused.
Right.
Mhm.
And that's why
And
I thought he was crazy.
Too much brain power for him.
Because how could you not
yeah,
notice me?
Oh,
well, he
sorry.
was also worried about his. He also revealed that was hooking up with Destiny. And he talked
Right.
about that.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that was also a worry for him. He's like, I don't know if she really likes me or not.
Yeah,
That
Um,
bullshit.
that was,
Yeah.
I thought Destiny was a good one.
yeah. But you hate CC, so you're just like,
Right.
well, everyone thinks CC is gay, but he's not.
Well, apparently not. Maybe he just hasn't been hit on by the right person.
Hey,
Will that be hating?
Hell no. I hate him.
Might be me, actually.
Hate.
hey, who knows? Who
Yeah,
knows?
we'll see. Also, I have somewhere, actually, at the end of my notes, Mason Evans.
Yes, Mason is Lexi's uh squeeze.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
I remember something about that. Squeeze.
and I think uh sorry. I think
What my
what's
house
his
smell
face
like?
brought that up. I think Lexi brought that up. Or no, I
Oh,
think
no. That was Cece.
Cece, sorry. I thought Cece brought it up because Cece was like, Lexi and Mason have been
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
cavorting
Mhm.
He was
as
like,
it
they've
were.
been together, which is crazy. And I was like,
Because
girl.
she's a math girl and he's a sports guy.
Right. They run
So
in different
weird.
circles.
But
And
yeah,
this is
because
why I ate him up.
the hockey team, football players, and mathletes all have kind of the same like overlap as far as social circles go.
Yeah,
Right.
they
Mhm.
do. They have relatively, even though Lexi is a mathlete girly, she's like, her family runs like the only place you can get pizza in town. So like
Exactly.
people know who she is.
Yeah.
So she kind of has a little bit of a certain type of popularity, we'll say. Yeah. Even though she's kind of annoying, but
Right.
well, that's my personal opinion.
No, I think it's all around.
Yeah, I think you got it. You
Like
got it
it's
spot
like the
on.
table's opinion at this point.
Oh yes, I remember. Dylan want to press Philippa. Mhm.
You don't get to be the captain of the mathletes without being kind of a bitch.
Right.
I guess, but still, bitch. Come on.
So a bunch of you are headed to the steps tonight. I'm trying to remember who was headed there. I think Dylan was headed there for
For
sure.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And we were
You know
gonna
the
head
truth.
there if we didn't find Cece at his mother's workplace.
But
Which
you
we
found
did.
him.
But we're still probably gonna go there because didn't Mateo and
Well,
Hayden have like a plan to meet?
I
Mm.
think I think what ended up happening was Hayden told Mateo to meet them at the steps
Right.
in the 20-minute long voicemail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because yeah. No,
20
you ate that.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was that one point
Because it
like,
was a whole like conversation of me just telling what happened and what we found
and then
out.
it became a conversation about like how hot Zane was or something.
Right. It
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
because
Got sidetracked.
what was it? Me and Celine had a talk about it, but I never pressed, to end the voicemail. So he just got the entire conversation of us
Damn.
having girl talk over Zayn. Yes.
What?
Yeah, remember? You didn't know that?
I didn't
No,
know
you
we heard
didn't.
the whole conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
remember
you
me and you
didn't.
had a whole conversation about it. We were like,
just did that.
sister, like if you want him, like it was that sisterhood of the traveling pants moments. Like, if you want him, you can have him. No, you want him. Like we had that whole conversation. And then we talked about why I was hesitant about talking about Mateo in front of Dylan.
Damn, I missed that.
Yeah, no, yeah, you did.
Mateo's not really popular.
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
Anymore.
Right, because of everything that happened. Right.
Right.
Dealing
And
with
so,
the nasty shit.
And I
And
was
you're
just
like,
like,
"Oh,
I don't
God."
really want to put Dylan in the middle of it. You know how she gets. Yeah.
No, I get that. Even
Yeah.
as an outsider, not as Dylan.
Right, exactly.
Like I get that. Keep that to yourself, because you know how she is.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're going to the steps.
Yeah. So we're headed to the steps. Let me get my music.
Oh my gosh! And Dylan flirted with Philippa before. Yes, I remember that now. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you used your hot.
I
You
did.
rolled hot.
Mm-hmm.
You did.
So we're all
did.
headed to the steps, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Yep.
sure everyone is. You're definitely headed there because the steps is right. I did send the map so you can see it. The steps is right by the threshold, so you pretty much are always over there
Right.
when you're not.
And Dylan told Zane about what happened to her. Whatever.
You did?
Yes.
Bitch, what
Zane
the
might need a
fuck?
refresher.
Because
What the fuck?
Zane, she told Zane that when they were, because remember you sent Dylan and Zane off so that you could talk to Mateo.
I did.
And so when they were in the room for homecoming, like at first Dylan was keeping it together, and then Zane said something, and then Dylan just broke down and was like, "Listen, bitch.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you the tea.
Something happened.
Yeah,
Something happened.
you did.
And attacked me on them steps. I don't know.
And
But
you'll be
I
hearing
need to-
voices.
And I be hearing, oh, excuse me. Okay, just drop my
Oh
phone.
damn! You told him everything.
Yeah, I
Is
did.
there no solidarity between women here? Like,
It was just a
okay.
moment of weakness.
Right? No, I get it. Because if he asked me,
like,
I'll just have to run
yeah,
away.
the way
You know what I
y'all be
mean?
feeling about Zane.
Yeah, like I won't tell him. I'll just
You know?
run. Because like, I might spill.
So yes, all of those things did happen. I'm like, yes, my brain is starting to.
Yeah, no, you ate that.
Yep. You guys all are arriving kind of at the steps. You see that there's kind of like low-key a party going on. It's like not really a full party, but there's people hanging out. There's people kind of talking and chatting and like just selling stuff. It's raining a little bit outside. And you see Philippa is kind of like at the base of the steps, just like selling stuff. To different people. There's like a good group of people.
Yeah, Miss Druggy.
Right. Press. Oh my God.
People are getting what they need. You also see I believe you see that there's a few kind of sports people gathered together. Cece's not there yet. He's probably going to get there a little bit later for the people that were just with him. Because he was kind of planning on going there, but he just was going to stop home first, which is where you guys intercepted him.
Yeah, and left him in that room thinking he was covered in whatever.
So he might not get there tonight.
Right, honestly, we might have tied him up.
The hockey players, just like all together. A bunch of like football players and stuff like that, all gathered together. Like a bunch of just sports people, kind of just like chatting. There's like a light fire, on, but nothing crazy going on. It's a pretty small grouping of people. I would say based on like kind of everything before, Dylan is probably the first person to get here. Then followed by Zane shortly after. And then I would say probably Mateo will get there first. And then the last two that get there are definitely Hayden and Celine.
Right.
Who were coming from the couch, which is a little bit further away.
Okay.
Well, yes. Well, yes. Yeah, we were doing a little sleuthing, little magic.
Handling business.
Right.
Yeah,
Handling
as
grown
you
women
should.
business as we do.
So where do you think, for the people, I'll resolve the people that just got here, the team that went to the couch last. Dylan, you're the first person to get there. Where do you think you're going as you arrive at this, at these steps?
I think that Dylan is immediately going to look for the triplets because she don't even want to really be at the steps. It's just necessary at this moment, and you know she's having some anxieties about what happened to her. So
yeah, you see your kind of little clique are unfortunately not necessarily at the top of the stairwell, which is where you would prefer them to be, because you kind of don't have to go down the steps if they're over there. They're at the bottom, kind of near where all the jocks are.
Oh, that's nasty. Okay.
Just like chatting and laughing and stupid kind of stuff like that. And you just feel a sense of, actually, can you make me we'll wait a second. Before I ask you for a roll. You see them at the bottom of the stairwell, and you see a text notification on your phone,
right?
Like a little ping, and you see it's, interestingly enough, it's from your mother.
Oh, hold up now.
How would you describe your relationship with your mother?
I think we don't really have a relationship because she's like so mixed up in the Mexican War Street stuff. Like they don't even connect like that. So this would be a bit weird, like, and not a bit weird, but it would be off-putting because like her mom doesn't reach out to her at all. So this is like, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah, you feel a kind of a bit of confusion as this text comes in. Are you gonna read the message?
Yes, I am going to read the message.
Okay, you see from your mother. I know that homecoming is happening tomorrow, but I might require your assistance tomorrow night. Please keep your phone accessible to you and don't get too distracted by the bouts of teenage debauchery I'm sure will be occurring. There are important things at play, and our society is helming all of it. And then it's just signed with a simple X.
Okay, I'm going to screenshot that, and I'm sending that to Hayden and Celine. And I'm going to say, what the fuck is she talking about? This bitch, I haven't seen her since 2 weeks ago. I've been in the house all on my lonesome, and all of a sudden she needs me on homecoming? After I spent all this time putting everything together, setting everything up as I do. And she just wants me to give it up and spend it with her. That's weird, isn't it? That's weird, isn't it? Same.
Yeah. The text reaches you two who are probably on your way driving.
Right, we're driving in the rain.
In the rain.
Oh my God.
And we answer in the rain too.
One of you is probably not driving, thankfully.
No,
so...
but I'm driving and I do answer.
Oh my
I want you
God.
to know this is
Texting and
reckless.
driving. Texting and driving.
Yeah.
In the rain.
This is reckless
That
of,
is
but
crazy.
Hayden's definitely the girl. Like we all know, like she's glued to her phone. So
Right.
he's definitely got it, and then went over to Snapchat while still trying to look up at the road. But you know when people hold their phone up to like road level so that they can just look easier. That's what he's doing. And then he like switches over to Snapchat or Instagram because we don't use Snapchat. That's old. We go on Instagram and then I press record as I'm like recording both me and Celine reacting at the like moment of us reading it. And you just see us reading it and gasping at the same time, like, oh my God, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with her? And then after you're done, we're like, no, yeah, she's definitely like tripping. Like, why would you ever? She hasn't even been here and now she wants your help for something. Like, do you even know what she needs you to assist her with? Because, girl, what the fuck? Question mark, question mark. He's saying question mark out loud. He's not typing it. He's saying it. He's saying question mark. This is Aki's. And then he hits send. Yeah.
Yeah. You get those messages. They roll through. You're still hovering at the lip of the stairwell, right at the precipice of like you don't want to go down. You don't want to traverse along.
I do not want to stand on that landing at all. At all.
Yeah, you feel that you don't want to go there. And at the moment that you are kind of going back and forth over it, that's the exact moment when Zane arrives at the top of the steps, kind of off the road, where the trail leads to the steps. Zane, you don't walk into Dylan per se. You probably smell Dylan before you see Dylan, but you walk up and you see that Dylan is kind of just right there, in front of you.
Okay. So I'm at the top of the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I go up to Dylan and I'm like, oh, I didn't think you'd be here, even though you're very popular and you probably would be here.
I think Dylan would be startled, so she jumps up. Oh my God. Please be careful.
Are you okay?
I'm on my phone. I didn't even see you there. Where did you come from?
Oh, I magically appeared.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I drove my cycle here.
Oh, that was okay.
Dylan here in cycle. A bike?
Two wheels keeps, it's easy to work out.
Oh no, I know. I know how that works. Even though I prefer like 4 wheels, but that doesn't matter. Are you going down there? Are you going to the party?
Oh, I mean, do you want to go together?
When you say together, do you mean like what do you mean? Like,
well, I don't do parties. Not because I don't get invited to them. Well, actually, I don't get invited to them, but I get social anxiety.
oh.
So if you wanna, I'll follow your lead.
Actually, I'll follow your lead. You stand on this side. You stand on this side next to the rail, and I'll just grab your arm as we walk down. Don't be weird about it. I'm feeling a little unwell,
Oh.
The stairs and stuff. Yeah.
Is that from before? Like, are you okay?
Hey, we're not talking about that anymore.
Oh,
I'm okay.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Well, all right. Let's go down there.
All right. Lead the way.
Okay. You guys make your way down the steps. Oh, sorry. Go. Yeah.
Also, I feel like Zane. I mean, Zane. Oh my god. Picture. Because she did get the message from Celine and Hayden, so she would snap back a picture of her and Zane going down the stairs.
Yeah. You send that back. As you walk along the steps, you feel um you feel a presence pushing back against you. You feel
Mm.
words. Um you hear voices that that kind of peek through. um you hear it, um and you I'm going to ask you, do you want to try to understand, or do you want to try to ignore?
Hmm. I think in the state that Dylan is in, she would ignore. She would want to try to ignore it.
Okay, can I get a cold roll from you?
On a D6.
Yes.
Okay. I got a 4.
One second.
On 2d6s, you got a 4.
Oh,
Yeah, it's 2. It's 2.
Oh, I was gonna say, Fred, please
Yeah.
get it together.
I won.
I was about to say.
Okay, I got a 9.
Right, there you go.
Okay. That's good, because a 4 is not good. Okay. On a 9, I'm gonna tell you something, and you can decide if you want to try to stay cool to what's going on, or if you want to like give up, or if you want to push through. On a 9, by shutting out what you're hearing, you are keeping yourself from the potential of accessing information. Now, whether or not that information will also cause you harm, you don't know, but you know that the act of ignoring it will make you is also leaving you vulnerable. You know that either path could lead to some sort of moment of weakness, or some sort of harm being inflicted on you in the future. So you can push everything out.
I think I'm not gonna push anything out. I'm gonna try to accept it. Try to, I guess, feel it out. See what's going on.
Roll me a dark roll.
What's that?
Your 2d6s with your minus
2d6s.
one.
Yeah. And
With the -1. Okay. Shit. That's 8 minus 1, 7.
on a 7.
Fuck
1
me.
second. Da, 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 da.
She's gonna die.
Mhm.
Listen to me.
Don't
She's gonna
say
die.
that. Don't say that. On a 7, you hear the whispers return. You don't know what you're hearing. You can't parse it out. You hear rhythmic speaking in some sort of language that's unclear to you, that you can't quite translate. You can't even tell what language it is by hearing it, let alone translate it.
Mhm.
And it's very rapid and very fast and very rhythmic. Like it almost sounds choral. And then that snaps away, and you see the shadow of an enormous figure.
Oh.
And then it's kind of obscured by trees. Like it's moving through the trees, but everything's in darkness. Everything's dark, and you can't quite pick out the individual details on the figure, but you see this large figure. And then you see a group of people standing and then lying very still in sort of the snap of an eye. And you see a couple in the woods together in front of a fire. And then you see the fire go out. And all these images come to you in these brief flashes and flashes and flashes and flashes. And you see two versions of yourself. This is the clearest thing that you see. You're not hearing anything verbally, but actually the whispering kind of almost cuts out as the visions come in, which is abnormal for you because usually it's all sound and not so much visual.
Mm-hmm.
You see these two images. One is you on a stage with a silver crown being placed on your head, right? And people are clapping. You can hear the sound of clapping and the sound of breath. And the other side is you again, and you're in the woods, and there's this beautiful um like a crown made of leaves, of golden leaves. And that crown is being placed on your head. And you can't make out the figures, you can't make out any of the details, just you. Um, in the vision on the one side with the crown, you can see your minions perfectly clearly. You can even see Hayden uh in the audience cheering you on. You can't hear it, but you can see it. uh because Hayden's very expressive, and you see Celine with kind of like a little secretive smile, not maybe like a big reaction, but like is happy for you, right? And then in the
Mm-hmm.
other one, you can see you don't see your minions, but you sense that they're there anyway. And you don't see either of your friends, and you just see yourself. And in each image you're crowned. Um and in both images you see um yourself wiping away tears that are like ichor, like dark rivulets of black inky blackness
In
coming down
both?
from your eyes in both images. And you hear in a voice that sounds at the same time familiar and incredibly foreign to you, the power comes from belief. And belief can be cultivated or it can be neglected. And you come back to yourself, and you're at the bottom of the stairwell, and you're holding on to Zane.
um Sorry, you said the power comes from belief and belief can be cultivated or what?
Neglected.
Neglected. Um, I feel like Dylan will be a bit shaken by that and tap his name on the arm like, did you hear any of did you just hear something?
Mm, There's a lot of noise around us right now. What did you hear?
Oh, it's probably you. It's. I think it's the music. You're right. You're right. There's a lot of noise going on.
You don't seem okay. Do you need me to take you back upstairs?
I'm not. I don't think I can handle another another trip up those stairs right now. I'm winded, actually. Do
I
you?
can carry you.
Oh,
I mean,
oh,
that's an option.
I think that would make Jillian blush, and I don't know if she could answer you at that moment. I think she would run away and go look for some water. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The two of you are at the base of the stairs. And as you run away, kind of heading towards your familiar clique, um, Mateo, you arrive at the top of the steps. You could hear faint music coming down from the group of gathered teens. And you don't see Hayden here yet. But you see Zane is kind of at the foot of the steps, and you see Dylan kind of rushing away, like walking with kind of energy towards her whole little like clique that you're familiar with.
Okay. Let me think. How's the weather? Is the rain still going?
Yeah, it's still going a little bit. It's very light though. You're kind of like used to this kind of light rain where it's like your town gets a little rainy and it's not obtrusive like it was before where it was really thick. It's a lot thinner now, like almost like a mist.
Okay,
it's
so I
kind of
wouldn't have to
pleasant.
worry. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hmm. I guess I will make my way down and try to talk to Zane.
Yeah, you hop down the steps, no problem. And you kind of just I don't know if Zane's moved. It's like a very brief window of time, so I think you kind of just get down the stairs. And maybe Zane's like lingering in that general area by the stairwell.
I don't know what to do with my hands because Dylan abandoned me. So I'm literally just, my feet are planted firmly on the ground and I'm looking
Yeah.
straight ahead.
You're just looking ahead. You can kind of sense the threshold nearby, but it's kind of hard to duck away in that direction with so many people like watching.
Mm-hmm.
And Mateo, you kind of get there before Zane could even move in that direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you end up saying that you didn't know what to do with your hands out loud, or was that?
I think I could smell you coming.
Okay.
So I'll turn around.
Okay. Hey,
Hey! Oh my god. Finally. I got abandoned by my emotional support classmate.
Oh. Um, I'm sorry. And Mateo can like kind of feel his like more old self coming in and like being, oh, nobody should be alone at a party kind of a thing. If I can hang with you for a little while. Actually, I wanted to apologize for earlier. I didn't really mean to get so worked up, I guess.
Hey, it sounds like you're going through something, and hey, I just want to help because I didn't go through what you probably went through. I don't know the details, but sounds rough, I think. And I know, what that could feel like. And I feel like I might be the one person you can confess to or confide in about what you think might have happened. But apology accepted. I didn't think you were gonna do much damage anyway.
Oh.
No offense, I'm just really big.
That's fair. Okay, Mateo's going to kind of take a second to glance around and see if, like, maybe Hayden made it to the top of the stairs, and then tries to find, like, a more secluded place to maybe talk to Zane.
Where you guys are, kind of down, you would know, like, more out towards the threshold is kind of usually more abandoned area. It's this caved in. It used to be a tunnel that was part of the highway, but it caved in a bunch of years back. So
Okay.
it's been caved in for as long as you can remember. And usually no one's over there. There's like some old abandoned cars and stuff like that, and there's a few like sites. It's not too far away from like the party, like where people really throw big parties, but it's definitely a more chill area where you guys
Okay.
wouldn't be interrupted.
Great. I'll turn back to Zane and say, hey, if you really do want to talk, can we go someplace a bit more private? Like,
Of course. Yeah, parties aren't really my scene anyway. Kind of wish it was, but no, I know somewhere private.
Okay, great. And with that, I'm gonna open up my phone and text Hayden and say, with Zane heading to the threshold, let me know when you show up at the steps.
KK driving. he texts us that.
Don't text and drive. He texts back. Okay, yeah. Well, ready when you are, I guess. How far is the threshold from the steps?
It's not too far. To kind of describe it a little bit better, the steps are connected to this like natural park area. And then when you get down to the base of it, it's this like abandoned, overgrown, it's technically the woods, and then next to the woods, like very visibly, is this overgrown like roadway, like concrete. So you
Yeah.
kind of would just have to go to the concrete and then walk. I would say it's like a 10 to 15-minute walk away
Okay.
to get all the way to where like the threshold is.
So I guess once we get past the forest and onto the overgrown concrete, as we're walking to the threshold, is probably when Mateo would break the silence and start actually talking with Zane. You're
As we're sorry,
go ahead. No, go for it.
I was gonna say, as we're approaching the threshold, I want to see if the things on the other side are responding to Mateo.
Oh, sure. Make me a dark roll.
Ooh.
As you get closer and closer to your, comfortable area.
I got a 9, and then my dark thingy is 2.
Great. So you got a full success, which is awesome. It means we don't have to get so creepy with it. I mean, I love to get creepy, but you're familiar with having visions, reaching and connecting and trying to comprehend the signals that are being sent to you, the things that are coming from the other side. So this is remarkably clear. You hear the laughter, and the grumbling of the Fae, the higher Fae, the lower Fae, celestials, not so celestials, your kin. And you see one of them, a less a non-celestial Fae, a demonic Fae, closer to your ancestry, in sort of like almost a miner's outfit. It's kind of like the human approximation, covered in grease and soot, who looks at you and is kind of looking around, and you hear him go, "Ugh, we're missing one of them. They've been altered with again. It's that fucking town. He was supposed to be sorted. He should have been in the lake right now, in the river, getting sorted, so we could figure out where he's supposed to go, either the, or the other one. But he's been pulled. He's the third one that's been pulled. Well, that means that whoever's handling the gate's gonna have to figure it out. We cannot have so many abominations walking around in that, and then it cuts out.
So it sounds like I have a job to do.
It seems, as you think I have a job to do, you get pulled again into the realm of the celestial Fae, which is a little different. You see this like beautiful golden gilded area, this place that even if you were in your home realm, you would not be in, and you see these sort of luxuriating celestials, and they're sorting through files, kind of like she's like looking at different pamphlets. She's got beautiful glowing ivory skin and gold eyes and a gold halo, and is just reading and going, "Oh, how interesting. I think it'll be fine. I just, I get so concerned when they start doing their little rituals in that town. Something so absurd and fantastical is going to happen, and I can't see it. But, it'll be fine. What do you think, Cedric?" And you see there's sort of this angelic guard who's just like reading on a tablet and kind of looks up and goes, "I don't know. I say we let it stay the course. If it goes as planned, we'll get a major intake. Should be tomorrow night. If everything goes well, I mean, we'll have plenty of spirits to sort. It'll balance out. 3 that aren't supposed to be up top. I mean, 3 is not so bad a number, and it seems like they'll be coming to get sorted in less than 24 hours, by my approximation, so it should be fine." And she goes, "Oh, you make everything so boring. Yes, numbers, balance, boring stuff. You can go and tell those little devils that their quarry will be brought to them in less than a day. That should appease them. Those devils, how else can I put it?" And you're pulled out of this beautiful place, back into the woods, next to Mateo.
Mateo says, "Have you been listening to anything I've been saying?"
Fuck, dude. You might need to give me a refresher.
Okay. Actually, you know what? Meta question. No, never mind. Just trying to remember how much, like, Mateo let on before.
I think before you just it was more like a I know you know situation where you were like, I know
Mm.
you know, and you didn't really like elucidate what the no was.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
Hayden is
great.
the only person who has any kind of information. And even that's like,
Right.
Right. Okay. All right. So, do you remember like the 4th of July party that was happening out here?
Mm-hmm.
Um. Well, God, this is gonna sound so stupid. Something happened, and uh, things have been really weird with me ever since. And I think, I think I might have died. Actually, uh, it's hard to describe, but I remember this deep void, and I could almost like feel myself getting kind of like wiped away by it before I woke up, and it was the next day. I don't know how long I was out, but I haven't felt right ever since, and I'm trying to figure out how this happened and who might be behind it, but I don't have anything to go on, and you're kind of the first lead that I've had since school started. So that's why I freaked out on you. And I just I need answers, man. And I feel like you have a better idea of what might be going on with me, with this place. Does this make any sense?
Totally. Actually.
Wow, you are very calm about all of this.
Yeah. So one of the reasons I am calm is because I have a very special job. However, you are not in danger. In fact, you're already dead. But how do you feel about that? Do you think you'd want to go where dead people go?
No. What kind of question even is that? For God's sake, I didn't
Didn't think so
I didn't
either.
think I'd die this young, you know. I can't leave until I know the truth. Until I find out who did this to me. I don't think I can rest until I get some kind of payback. I'm sorry,
I
that sounds bitter.
No, well, it is, but you are perfectly valid in feeling so. And I didn't think Obviously I know you're upset. It's probably why you didn't pass on. But I want to help you get answers. I don't think anyone wants to be where you are, and I'm sure you didn't do anything to die this young.
Zane, you get the sense in your visions of the other realm. I'll be vague. You sense that the categorization of this creature, of the person in front of you, is aberration. You're very familiar with ghosts. This town is riddled with them. You tend not to go in the nicer areas where they are, but a ghost is very simple. A ghost actually doesn't require any work from you at all. They linger, they have unfinished business. Once it's resolved, they pass. They don't need to be taken to the gate. They don't need to be pushed through. They're not choosing to stay. They're not necessarily, unless very actuated and very present spirits, which have occurred in your time here. They can't necessarily take actionable steps towards that finished business a lot of the time. The person in front of you is not a ghost. But there is a sense of, I need to get revenge. I need something to be satiated before I can pass. And you get the flashes from that weekend of the smell of death and Mateo stumbling away in the morning light and the nail polish and the fire. And it all kind of lingers in your brain. Mateo's telling you that he doesn't want to die. But something in you knows that your orders, and no one's communicated with you clearly, but you are by the threshold. Your orders, you hear, are to let it come to pass. They were talking about spirits. They were talking about aberrations. 3 aberrations that are soon going to be taken to the other plane. Not just them, more than them. Many, many people are about to be taken to the other plane. And you know, you can almost smell it, that the person in front of you, their days are fucking numbered. Unless you do something. But your orders are not to do anything at all. And as you walk in front of the threshold, peering into the light that only you can see, only you and only creatures like you and only creatures from the other side can see. Mateo, you turn to a threshold that you remember being full of graffiti and nothingness and rock. And you see a brilliant light covering the entire arch of the threshold is filled with brilliant light. And as you squint, fire emerges. dead trees, and then hovering in the center, a beautiful citadel of light, gorgeous, hovering over this almost apocalyptic wasteland of fire and ash and a river, a river of nothingness. And as you look at all of these images in front of you, Hayden and Celine arrive at the party.
Ooh.
Oh,
And we're going to cut back to them.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm just walking arm in arm with Celine. We're walking because we had our little girls chat, so we're like besties again. Like, she doesn't hate me. You know, we've resolved it. So like we're together, you know, we're holding on. I'm holding, and I'm just like, girl, look. Did you check the group chat? I say this, Miss Celine. Oh my God, did you see that picture? Do we need to have the girl chat with her?
Yeah, I think we do.
We need to have the girl chat with her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's getting crazy.
Because we can't all want the same.
No. And you understand. Well.
And you know.
Well.
Yeah, we can't all. This is.
No,
this is
yeah.
crazy.
It's crazy that she's even with him. I didn't think that. I don't even. Like, what? Like, when were they even. You know what I mean?
It seems like we missed out on something.
It seems like when I sent that hussy, Dylan, when I sent Dylan to talk to him, you know, to keep, you know, so I could sneak away to talk to Mateo, that something else must have happened, maybe a friendship of some sort, but that's crazy because, like, Dylan isn't friendly. What do you, like, making friends is not her thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it seems like they might be more than friends.
Exactly. So I think we might have to, like, tussle with her just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we need to have that talk.
Maybe because she should have came with us so we could all have it together. Now it's kind of like this thing of like, well, what's going on? It's really stupid, honestly. Again, I grab, and I'm going to touch her hand when I say this. I got to touch her hand when I say this. Like, I grab your hand, like, if you want me to back off, you just let me know. You know.
Like, we have to find out if he is even like, well, obviously he might like women. I don't
well, yeah. Look at how close they are together. Like, this is kind of, you know. I think, honestly, it might be his fault. Like, why are you sending so many mixed signals? I think we should start blaming the men like we normally do. You know
I think it's, you know, kill John Tucker. What's that?
John Tucker Must Die. We love that movie. Right. We love that movie. It's like,
because there's no reason for him to be, you know,
like pitting all of us besties against each other. That's insane.
Yeah, like sending all of us these signals, like,
right, like, it's insane. No, yeah, I think. But yeah, definitely we need to talk to her because that's crazy. But I do have to find Mateo and tell him the information that we learned because I didn't. Or did I? Oh my God, did I tell you that I sent a message to him and like he heard our girl talk, like all of it. Sorry.
Mateo?
Yeah. It was an accident. I was messaging him and then we like started talking. I forgot to like stop the recording.
Well, you know, I'm not really that worried about Mateo.
No, yeah. Like, trust me, he's cool. Like, he's okay. I just wanted you to know, like, he knows about our girl talk. He heard it, probably. If he listened to the entire thing, that's if he listened. He, you know, he may not have listened to it.
Well, regardless, I don't think he'll do anything with it.
Well, like, obviously, like,
what's he gonna do?
Right. Like, you ate that. But yeah, we definitely need to talk to Dylan. But Mateo did tell me that did Mateo tell me? I'm looking through the messages again. Did you tell? I think you did. I think you said that you were going by the little thingy.
Yeah,
The
I
little
was going by the threshold with Zane.
Yeah, he did tell me he's over there by the threshold again with Zane. Kind of crazy. I don't know what Zane's got going on. Like if Mateo was our like fourth bestie, this would look not good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, is it like something? No, yeah, we're gonna go check it out because like I was gonna leave it and be like, okay, well maybe they need some time alone. No, that's not. No, because we're gonna get to the bottom of it, honestly. And so we walk on over. We start making our way to the unless you want to go get Dylan and bring her to us because I don't know where Dylan is. Well, let's just text her. Pulls out phone.
I was gonna say, from the top of the steps, you guys have pretty good visibility. So you see Dylan is with the other 3 Ds.
Oh, well, I wouldn't go over there because of what I just learned about Destiny. I'm okay. Well, she's with her clique. Yeah, I think we're gonna text her because I don't want to be around those girls, especially that Destiny. Like finding out that she's like with disgusting.
Ooh.
So like I don't really want to know because you knew like I thought like I really liked her. Like I thought she was the good one. I thought she was one of the good ones and she wasn't. Now that I found out like she's with CC and to like I mean I know he wasn't gay. I kind of low key started that rumor just a little bit, but like I didn't start it. I definitely pushed it. Definitely pushed that narrative. But like now it's like now I know you're fucking Destiny and like hooking up with her. Like it's weird. And I thought I could trust her. Like, I thought it was someone I could trust. And now I can't trust her because you were consorting with the enemy, you consorter. So now I don't want to talk to her. So, yeah, we're just going to text. If that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Right. I pull it open as we're walking down the stairs. I'm probably bumping into a couple people, but I'm making it their problem, not mine. And
Definitely.
Yeah. And I'm going to be like, hey girl, we're here. Definitely need to talk. ... I want you to know this is a voice message, not a text. So you hear me say ... Definitely need to talk ... It's about that picture, Aki's. But meet me over by the threshold. You know the one. And then, as we reach the bottom of the stairs, we quickly turn and walk to where we need to go.
The 2 of you start making your way to the threshold. Dylan, you see this message come in. I feel like the timing of the message, you probably would have seen them coming down the stairs.
Right.
At that point.
Because I watched the whole voice note.
Yeah.
It's a long staircase.
I mean, we could make it even awkwarder. Like we could. I probably looked at you and you looked at me while I was voice messaging you, and then after I was done, I acted like we didn't see you. Like,
a snub.
Okay, friend.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did you see how she replied? I'm saying this is Celine. Did you see how she replied? Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, he's kind of turning us against each other.
Yeah, I just...
Right, like, and we're sisters. Like, we're supposed to be besties forever.
We cannot let a boy.
No, we know that. But does she know that?
Because I could have swore that she knew that we was feeling him.
I could have sworn that too. And now she's like moseying up. You don't mosey, bitch. Like, that's our thing. Like, we mosey. We're a moseler. But she doesn't mosey. So, like, it's crazy that she's moseying up to him as if they're like the best of friends. Girl, they had one conversation. And now suddenly she's, arm candy for... Yeah. Do I sound jealous? Because I don't want to bring it to her and then, like, make it sound jealous. Like, I want it to come from, like, a concerned friend place. But no, I'm definitely a little jealous. But, like, I'm trying to conceal that.
I mean, I know that he's cute, but let's think about this, okay? Like, what is there to really be jealous over the fact that he just looks good?
Well, not
Like,
I'm not jealous of him. I'm jealous that this is girl talk, right? In confidence.
yeah.
Well, yeah, okay, like, Dylan and me, we're like, yeah. And it's like, you know, she's all like popular in school and I'm known. But him like popular online. It's kind of like this weird thing going on with us. Like, we're besties, but like, are we besties because we genuinely want to be besties, or is it besties because we're like frenemy besties? I don't think we've ever had that conversation, even though we've like obviously known each other for so long. But that could have been a situational circumstance, where you could have been besties because of proximity. I don't know anymore. This boy is making me question my longest standing friendship. Like, what is this?
Well, hold on. If you've never questioned this before him, okay, then let's just think about this a little bit
Yeah.
rational.
No, yeah.
I mean, have you gotten those vibes from her before? Like,
No.
do you genuinely? Well, I think it just might be.
It's him.
It's him.
Okay, great.
And
I
honestly,
wanted it to be him.
I don't think that we should be jealous over a boy who cannot communicate his feelings and seems like he always has something to hide. And it's
You think he has something to hide? Like what? Like a secret?
He just seems
like
too
an our
mysterious.
secret, or like like what kind of secret? Like, you think he's like us?
I just think that I just have a feeling, an inkling that he is hiding something, and because when we were in the hall the other day, and I was talking to him about the dance, when we were talking, it just seemed like he just seemed a little mysterious, like he had something going on behind those eyes, and that I couldn't just.
It's not love, right?
But no.
Okay, well, great. That's
love.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down for my own. So.
I'm just saying that it just seems like he has something more going on there.
Right,
and,
right.
Even outside of that, he just seems like the type of guy that wants to play it cool all the time. And
right. Oh, we hate those.
Yeah, like the type that's gonna. We can't let a guy who is trying to play it cool with us and playing games with all three of us.
Right, and now Mateo's slut. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
We can't let him get under our skin like this,
right?
Because he's really not worried about, like, boys don't be worried about us how we be worried about them. Like,
exactly.
He's doing whatever he wants. So, I mean, we can talk to Dylan about it, but I just think that
well, yeah, I do want to bring her in on it, because I feel like we're having this combo, and it's important as friends to keep all of our friends in the loop of like what may be going down about the situation. Definitely not the Mateo situation. Don't keep her in the loop about that. She doesn't like him.
Uh-oh.
However, like this involves her. You know what I mean? So
right.
We have to tell her, like, okay, well, listen, sister, like, we're kind of picking up some vibes. Like, how are you feeling? Kind of just gauge the situation. I thought the bitch was a lesbian. I'm gonna put that out there.
Oh.
Did you not?
Well, I mean, I haven't seen her really.
I've seen her flirt with many a girl. So that's why I thought she was off the market completely. So, I mean, but if she's not, I support her. I love the gays. Really, I do. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're going to hit a wall at some point.
Okay.
Well, yes. Exactly what you were going to say.
And the pace is not super fast. I think
yeah, she's caught up to us.
Dylan is definitely, I think Dylan, at some point in this conversation, you fully are, if you want to follow them, just behind them.
Okay.
Yeah, we're so engrossed that, like, when we have a combo, well, especially Hayden, I don't know about Celine, but, like, when Hayden's in the combo, that's his attention. It's nowhere else. So
in real time, they would have made it to the
Right,
the
we would have
threshold by
probably
now.
walked up on
Three of
Mateo.
you have made it to the threshold at this point.
How many? Okay, well then I need to know. Show of hands, how many heard it? Like, how many heard the conversation here?
I think I'm too busy staring off into the abyss of the afterlife.
Did I hear it?
That's what we're saying.
You definitely heard what was happening because you're used to seeing the threshold. It's nothing to you. So you definitely are more interested in the conversation that's happening as they approach. I think, Celine, you see the threshold. You don't really come over here much because, you know, you're not trying to go back.
Yeah.
So it's a little weird, like seeing pictures of a place that your family's from, but you've never been. But seeing it in front of you. I would say for Dylan and Hayden, you don't sense anything at all is off about this environment. You just see like this place that used to be a highway. There's some graffiti and like litter and some abandoned cars and like a cave-in a few feet into the tunnel.
Right, we see the town.
That's all you see. You see a tunnel.
Okay,
yeah.
Period.
The two of you don't see anything. So only three of you can see what's happening. Dylan, you've heard most of this conversation. And I would say because of your super hearing, Zane, you've heard a good chunk of it too. And you're just staring at them as they pretty much walk right up to you. Mateo, you've got more interesting shit happening in front of you. You're looking honestly at this, you don't even know what you're looking at. Because I think the time that they arrive, I think the time that they were approaching to get there, Zane would have started hearing the conversation, and you're still shocked. So I don't think you guys have gotten to the topic of what the fuck is in front of me yet.
Yeah.
I think you're just staring open mouth at, you know, what's in front of you.
Yeah.
And all of you guys converge in this one spot.
Well, while I'm talking, I'm going to keep rambling. And Dylan, will you please make yourself known? Thank you. But yeah, I think. Ooh. Hey.
Right.
You look. How did you?
Okay. Let's just put this all out on the table.
Oh my God, this is so awkward. I'm so sorry that you heard us.
Cool. Two, I do not like Zane. I actually ran away from Zane because Zane tried to said he was gonna pick me up. I don't do stuff like that, you know. I don't do
Exactly, and that's what I was saying.
And the only reason I was holding Zane while I walked down those steps is because something happened to me on those steps the other day, and I was terrified to go down them. And Zane is big.
Right. Meet
Zane
you.
protects me. Exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, you're a strong, independent woman.
Too.
You don't need any protection. That's for one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you think.
Oh, what? Well, well, if you need it, you can ask one of us, one of the girls. Like,
yeah, right here. So then what?
Well, yeah. Well, I guess you're out of luck, sister.
And another thing.
Did you hear me say that you were a lesbian?
Besties. I already addressed that.
Oh, wait. You did?
You did?
I did.
What'd you say?
I'm not a lesbian. I'm pansexual.
Oh, wow. Oh, sorry. That came out. I'm still on the rambling phase.
And we are besties. Unless you want to be frenemies.
Well, I didn't know. I was just feeling like this was a new feeling for me. He came, and I want you to know, when I said he, I straight up pointed at Zane. Like, just not even acknowledge it. Just, I didn't take my eyes away from you, but I definitely pointed at him. He came, it messed it all up. You know, I didn't doubt it until this moment. You know what I mean?
I can't believe you would let a man get between us.
And that's what I was saying to Celine.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't think he care. I don't even think he's thinking that deep about it. That's why I'm like,
Exactly.
Well, we should let him speak. and that's when I officially turned and I look at Zane and I'm like, well,
Zane.
Good evening.
right? Did you not hear all that? Do we need to like redo it a little bit?
I heard everything, unfortunately.
Oh!
To clarify, I was riding my bike to get to work, and I wanted to check out the party. I don't want to go into parties by myself. I happened to see Dylan there, and I asked her to accompany me.
So it wasn't like you were courting her.
No.
Well, I'm
If
glad
Dylan
we
felt
got that.
something from what I said, that's on her.
Ooh.
Oh! Well, maybe you shouldn't blame women. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All of the
You know what?
oohs
You're right.
make me finally turn around.
Yeah, no, what about you and Mateo? And I look at Mateo. I finally bring Mateo in. And what about you and Mateo? Because when did you two get?
What?
all comfy.
What do you mean, what? Are you acting like, did you hear any of that, or are you?
I realized, like, he's been crying. Can none of you... Can any...
Okay, you need to slow down. Like,
Yeah.
you need to calm down. Why are you crying? That's a little disconcerting. Zane, did you do it?
You guys can see this shit, right?
The tunnel?
They can't.
Duh. Oh, they can't. What does that mean?
Right. What are...
Hello?
Zane?
Um,
Is this the job you were talking about? Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing?
Zane, make me a dark roll really quick.
Ooh.
okay.
Just getting spicy.
Actually, speaking of spicy, could I
Oh
pull
no.
a string on Zane to make sure he answers honestly?
Sure, yeah. That will be if you want to make a check to talk to Zane, like it could be a cold, I guess. You could pull a string for that.
Yeah, let's say it's a cold to just kind of like shut down all the hectic stuff going on and just bring everyone focus into
What's happening?
Oh,
what's
okay. So
happening.
you're doing this to all of us. Got you.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, this
Zane,
is
what
for-
did you get on your dark?
6.
Someone
Okay.
else here outside of Mateo can see what's happening. But you're having trouble with all the new scents that just came in here, picking out which one is the one that shouldn't be here.
And I rolled a total of 8.
Okay. On an 8, you are able. I feel like, in the sense that you're emotionally very confused, you already are in a vulnerable state, kind of like. So I'm gonna just say, like, I'm just gonna say, because I don't like what the book is giving me, I'm just gonna say, everyone can sense how jittery you are as you say what you're about to say.
Right.
Okay. Zane? You need to tell me everything about this job of yours. How do you know I'm dead? How can I see this.
Oh, you can see that because you're dead.
So we're just putting it out there. I thought it was gonna be between us. Now it's like, oh, okay.
Hayden?
I can still hear you, Hayden.
I was saying that to Celine. Like, this is.
You know what? Fuck it. Okay. Everyone here, Hayden, Celine, Dylan, Zane, yes. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. You know what? Mateo starts rubbing off all the makeup on his neck, and revealing like the bruises from.
You see a grimace. You
That
see
is
a grimace.
wrong.
That's crazy.
Someone. I was gonna say tried, but apparently they successfully fucking killed me. And now, apparently, I can, it turns to the threshold, see the fucking afterlife. And all of you guys seem like there's some... Jesus. I can't even get my fucking thoughts straight.
Okay, well, I don't see this, whatever you're seeing, right? Like that.
Hey, question?
I can see it.
Wait, what?
I
Bitch,
can
are you
see it.
dead?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, just making
I'm very much alive.
Oh, period. It's giving living. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Okay, so...
I
did
did like
not.
some humor.
Not yet. Or I guess I did? Sure.
I thought you did.
Mateo has
Okay.
Yeah, basically Zane has to tell the truth to you when you ask
Yes.
questions because of that.
So I want to know the details of your quote-unquote work.
Okay.
Because we're all freaks here and I need to figure out what's going on.
And Zane, when you hear what Celine says about being able to see it, did Celine say that?
Did you say that to who? You said that out loud?
I kind of like whispered it a little bit. I don't know if Zane heard me, but I was like, I can, like, you know, like.
But we're arm linked, so.
Yeah. Okay. You guys are very close together because
Make a what?
I'm gonna have you make a cold roll just to see, Celine, if you're able to like really like find the right moment to like whisper that.
So wait, what do I do for that?
2d6, yeah.
2d6. I got a 7.
And plus your what?
Did
your
you
goal.
add?
I got a 6.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Oh.
You got it. You do gotta find it. Sorry.
Okay. On a 6, Zane, you know that Celine is from the other side. You can sense that Celine is a fae of some sort of demonic origin. And I won't be coy with the name of this place since we're getting near that already. You sense that even though Celine has been here a long time and smells of here, her ancestry is completely of the Everdark. And that's what you sense. And you hear that. And then you are able to, your nose is able to put everything together once you hear who you need to focus on. But you still have Mateo, who is basically like, you better tell me what your job is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I hold Mateo's shoulders and I go, listen, I am a guardian. This is the gate I guard. On the other side are things that don't belong in the world as you know it. And unfortunately, given your circumstances, you are one of the things that don't belong on this side of the world.
Damn.
This is some spooky shit.
As a guardian,
This is some
it is
scary.
my job. It is my job to make sure that what goes on this side stays on this side, and whatever belongs on the other side stays on the other side. And never the twain shall meet. However, I'm not a monster. And I know that whatever happened to you was not right. And I want to help you get to the bottom of this. I have rules to follow, but honestly, I don't like the people who made them.
So you're willing to,
He's a
excuse me,
rebel.
break these rules
Mateo's
for
gonna go in
Mateo.
for like a huge bear hug because that is just so nice. And he's just been so overwhelmed. It's such a long day, you
Right.
guys.
I'm like, oh, and now they're Celine.
Oh, also Zane, mark experience because you weeded someone out who's on the wrong side of the divide.
Okay.
Which is actually mark experience twice because you weeded out 2 people that are on the wrong side. And then Celine, mark experience because you failed a roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I failed that roll.
Yeah, I hold Celine and I'm like, no, yeah, there's me and her are still in friend mode. No, girl, there's definitely something freaky going on here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just can't believe that you knew, Hayden.
Knew
shocked.
what? Oh, about Mateo.
Yes.
Well,
About Mateo.
yes. I don't think you should be shocked, though. I didn't want to tell you because I know you're not particularly fond of him. And when I was trying to figure out some shit on my own, you guys were grilling me on it. So I'm just like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, I don't want her to think like I'm consorting with her enemy or something. Not that you guys are enemies, but it's just more like, I know how you get when like you don't like someone. Because we could just, think back to when I told you about him. You kind of gave me like a little coldish ambiance. And so I was like, you know what? Better to just keep my dealings with Mateo separate from obviously my friendship with you.
So another man got in between us.
Well, no. He didn't
Like
get
that.
in between us. He was pushed to the side of us.
Look, Dylan,
Mateo, really, I don't have any beef with you, girl. Like, I really don't. It's just,
I know.
I know.
Yep.
I we don't run in the same circles anymore, and I've been dealing with all of this, and yeah, it kind of drove a wedge of what little we had between us. I get that, and I'm sorry. And Hayden was the first person to come up to me and like notice that something was wrong, and I asked him to keep it a secret. So I didn't mean to like cause any animosity or anything between you guys.
Hayden, stop it.
Oh, I'm just, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, like it's like no, but it's definitely his fault. But like
Guys, look, Zane already said I don't belong here. But
yes.
I can't leave without answers, without finding out who did this. And I think between all of us, we might be able to suss out who's doing this. Like somebody in our school is a murderer.
Yeah.
If not for me, then we need to do it for
the next
whoever
life
else
they take. Right.
Well, I mean,
so
yeah, it's probably.
Are we?
The fact that you think that I'm such a monster that I wouldn't help you figure out who murdered you is really crazy. But I'm gonna help you because I actually have a heart. Thank you.
Let's lead them to the other side.
It's like really big and like.
Okay, but don't tell. Not too much.
Oh, okay.
Not too much.
For Mateo and Zane, Zane particularly, you realize you're in the exact same spot you were at the night that Mateo was murdered.
Ooh.
You're not far from where the murder site is. Because you passed by the murder site on your way back home in the morning. And you saw Mateo leave. So you're close to where it happened.
And that's when I saw the nail polish?
Yes, you saw the nail polish at the site.
Okay.
Like I said.
It
What?
was you're such a Budapest nail polish.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, are you keeping that to yourself? Are you giving it to yourself?
Me?
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are you telling us that we're near the site, or are you keeping it to yourself?
Oh, I think I kind of want us to team up and, help Mateo, because
Well, that's what
I
I
know
was
I'll
gonna
see-
do anyway.
well, I see here that what is if I gaze into the abyss, would that give us a clue? Like if I gaze into the abyss?
You would get information, relevant information through your set of abilities. It might not be straightforward. It depends on your role, whether or not it's actual straightforward information. But you guys, a little peek behind the curtain. You guys already have a few clues.
Yeah, we do.
Right.
You just don't all know the same information.
Well, I'm gonna start telling
So-
everyone. Well, this is what I found out from Cece, and tell
Right.
them all about the destiny in him and how Miss Lexi and Mason were seen together too much, and then they were gone from the party that you essentially were attacked at for a little while before they showed up together again. But Destiny and that bitch Cece is fucking, and Lexi and Mason are fucking, and yeah. And I tell them all, I'm like, so honestly, guys, I went there to find out if it was Cece because he was weirding me out today, and he ended up spilling all of his tea to me, and yeah, so it's definitely not him, but it's looking like Lexi and Mason are a big part of it. If not, she is definitely the perpetrator.
This morning.
Go ahead.
No,
This morning when we walked into class, I saw Lexi's nails.
Nails?
And
like
mine, or
really?
Yeah, her fingernails.
Or like her
and no, I mean like her the color on her nails, like
so her acrylics.
Polish.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. That's the word. Thanks.
Zane, you really need to get hit with the times.
You're right.
It's kind of charming, honestly. Okay. Anyway.
Not any. Listen. Let's kind of talk. Like, what's going on?
Anyway.
Right.
The morning after I saw Mateo walk away, I was passing by on my way home, and I think I saw a bottle of whatever was on Lexi's nails.
The polish.
By that, I think I saw a bottle of the polish over there. I think we should go check it out.
Over there? Like, right there? Like, crime scene there? Or unless you just saw...
No, that's the spot.
That's where you woke up?
That's where I died.
Oh. See, no wonder you were crying. Okay. Well, let's go over there. Maybe they left something. That Lexi isn't as smart as she looks, honestly.
That's not even about the smartness. That bitch is weird.
Well, yes, of course.
So, wait. We have an idea that Lexi and Mason might be behind this, but I remember that night I was given a note asking someone was asking me to meet them out at the edge of the party. because they wanted to tell me something. It was written in like this purple ink.
This
And
Purple ink.
what?
I think she just pulled out a pen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Someone
Oh,
pulls out a purple
okay.
pen.
So, is that
Where'd you
the
get
ink?
this? Yeah, it looks like the right tone.
I got this pen from Lexi, who
Bitch.
said she got this pen from Philippa, and that's the only reason I'm here. I was here to question Philippa.
So Lexi got the pen from Philippa, or Lexi could be lying because let's face it, she's a fucking liar.
Yes, she's a liar, but the only reason I
Can't rule out.
knew
Go.
Lexi was because Philippa told me about this weird note. Remember, you were there.
Yes, I
when
was there.
Remember, she said something about this weird ass note.
Yep.
So I Lexi to go figure out what this fucking note was about because bitch, what the fuck's happening in my school without my knowledge?
Exactly.
Was really fucking weird about it. She was super dismissive and she was trying to make me feel like I was fucking insane. But I know I'm not
bitch.
stupid cunt. I know. It's really right. It's oh.
So Lexi and Mason, and I remember whoever killed me.
Well, I'm gonna let
I
you know.
saw the colors of a Letterman jacket.
We can see your scars, right? Like they're visible. Like we can see
Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna look, Miss MC.
Yes.
Is there like something I could do to kind of be like, for better lack of terms, D&D style, like investigate, like perception check whose hands these are, like, is this a man hands, these a woman hands, like who?
I'm going to tell you because it's Monsterhearts and we don't have mechanics for that. I can just tell you the information.
Oh, okay. Well, period.
Yeah, no, because like Mateo would probably tell these people that it was a guy. It was
Yeah.
probably a guy.
Well,
Yep.
I definitely think it was Lexi pulling the strings. Like, I think Mason, he's an idiot. A stupid, dumb idiot. However, I don't think that he has enough drive to murder you unless he was told to kill you.
But why would Lexi want
Because Lexi
Mateo?
hates him. And I just point to Mateo. Lexi hates him.
The point.
Lexi
Wait.
hates who?
You, Mateo?
Yeah.
Why?
That bitch wants to be me so fucking bad.
I'm telling you, sister, like, she's obsessed. But anyway, yeah, she definitely doesn't like you.
All right, so we know the who. We just need to figure out the why.
You guys make your way to the murder site, or actually are probably already there at
Right.
the time of this conversation. I need a dark roll from every single person.
Oh no,
If you have any abilities that relate to going into the veil, let me know.
Okay.
Relate to going into the veil. Absolutely
yes.
not.
Right.
Let me double check my sheet.
Or am I crazy?
9.
The spirit to corpse. When you gaze into the abyss will share with you its hunger. Treat that hunger as one of your own until you satiate it, and mark experience when you do so.
What kind of role is it?
Dark.
A dark roll, and also, let me see, 1 second.
Regardless, I got an 11. So I'm kind of cut.
Is that right?
I got 12.
You ate
Wow.
me up.
My ability is hot take. When you discover an injustice that has long been hidden or covered up, add 1 to your rolls to bring it to light and to justice as immediately as possible.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely add that to your roll on top of your current bonus.
Okay, so I rolled an 8. My dark stat, is it a dark roll?
Yeah, dark.
So my dark stat with the dark stat's 10, and then with the hot take it's 1, so that's 11.
Great.
Wait, what's
I
my...
rolled.
I think I'm -1. Yeah.
So
But I
am I.
didn't.
Hello?
You said a 9 for you?
I got a 12.
12.
Yeah, I got a 9.
I got 11. You got a 9. Mateo got
A 9.
and
Oh,
they got
nines.
a
11.
Zane got an 11.
oh,
Yeah.
period.
Great. So let's start with the two mixed successes.
Right.
For the people with the 9s.
I like that. Let me stop playing.
We've got two different flavors, so let me mind myself. Let me get into my mind. Okay. For you, Mateo, it's not necessarily like a vision. It's more like feelings than anything else. Rage, jealousy, relief from one sort of swath of one type of feel. These feelings are all from one thing, right? And then there's fear, adrenaline, lust. And then you're only expecting to feel maybe different, like two different energies. You feel confusion, concern, very light thing. But before you feel that confusion and concern, it's the last thing that you feel. The biggest and strongest swath of emotion, the longest period of time after the first two. Duty, pride again, but a different type of pride, arrogance, and something you can't quite pin down as a feeling. There's this lick of almost ozone, like what you felt or sensed almost from the threshold, like, for a lack of a better word, magic, power, something like that. You feel all these feelings very strongly, like they almost overcome you. And the power, the want for power coming from that long period of time of energy is so strong that it overcomes you. And you know it's not your own, but it feels like it's your own. For, I think Dylan got the other 9, right?
Yeah.
For you, Dylan, on that 9, what you saw, you hear the whispers again.
Oh my God.
Kind of like signifying that something's going to happen, right? Like the precipice of something. And that creature, the thing in the shadows,
Yes.
it clicks into focus a little. Like it's here, but it's not here. But it could be here, but it isn't here. You feel that thing that you heard before, that idea of the difference between neglecting a source of power and cultivating it. You feel a cultivated energy here. Like there was someone here who had cultivated a following. And that energy of those people, more than one person, this idea of a collective power, it clouds everything else. It makes the image of the being foggy. It makes the other things you can kind of sense fade into the background. That's power. You have power at school. What you feel here is devotion at a higher level. And that distracts you. It pulls at you. You want it. The wanting it is scary. Why do I want that? That's not what I'm about. I'm about fairness. I'm about the student body. I'm about what's right. But what is that? And that being so loud without saying anything, so loud without any noise. It's the last thing you feel before everything kind of quiets down. Now, for Hayden, you know magic. You know it. You know spells, but you've never really gotten the sense that other people in town were casting spells.
Right.
You don't get a vision or any sort of crazy visage or anything like that. The thing that you get is somebody casted a spell here. It's old magic. Like, not recent, but powerful. More powerful than anything you've been able to do on your own. Strong enough to linger. The magic that you've casted, like cute little shit in your bedroom. Like, oh, I want this poster from this K-pop group and they don't have it in the US, so I can just make it.
Right.
That has a lingering energy, almost like when you put your hand over an open flame and you can feel the warmth of the fire. Mm-hmm. This feels like a forest fire. The magic, the scale of it, and this is just the residue. Somebody casts a spell here. And on an 11, the thought comes to you. Something killed Mateo. And that's interesting. And that's worth exploring. Something brought Mateo back.
Right.
In the form that Mateo's in. What was that? Why was that? Did that have something to do with the first thing or nothing to do at all with the first thing? Did the first thing happen because of the second thing? Was there some sort of magic that pulled strings to make what needed to happen? Your mind starts racing with possibilities. Something else is at play here. For you, Zane, on your 11, you are familiar with Fey energy, Fey magic, that kind of a thing. Fey abilities. Mm-hmm. You don't sense any Fey magic here. You're not expecting to. The other thing that you're intimately familiar with because of your job is death. Life and death. They need each other to exist. And you remember your vision from before. Someone in this town has been playing around with life and death. You don't like that very much. It feels wrong. It feels like an aberration, right? That word that you heard before. You finally understand maybe the meaning of it. Something wrong. Something that shouldn't be here. right? Because someone was, for lack of a better term, fucking with the balance of right and wrong, life and death.
Mhm.
Something was killed. You know it was killed. Something was brought back. More than one thing. And actually, you're going to guess in this same spot. Maybe not the same way. There's a lot of smells here. It's hard to really define each individual smell. And they've faded because of weather and rain and erosion and all that kind of stuff. But life and death, someone is playing with that for something. And you know, many people are going to die,
Mhm.
including the people that have already been tinkered with, right? 3 people outside of the one you know.
Mhm.
All of them are going to die. And you're guessing they're going to die here or near here, at least. Life and death. That's what you get. Now, Celine, on your 12, the ability of the Fae, the demonic Fae, is not so different than the Cerberus. The Cerberus being the guard dog, the one who guards any realm, really, but particularly the Everdark, where your blood is from. No one knows what you are, what you have. You sense something dark. Fae are familiar with flitting from world to world. The Everdark is a purgatory. It is a place where souls are processed. Are you going to the celestial realm? Or are you going to the demonic realm? Here, on your 12. Something here, coming in the future. Something coming to life. Life being created out of death. Ritual. Now, Fae have rituals. You've heard a little bit about it from your parents, but they're gone so much that all the stories are from when you're a kid. This isn't a Fae ritual, but the Fae know rituals and promises and secrets. And you can taste that one is on the horizon. You just don't know what it is. And
Ritual?
Ritual. And all of you sort of return to yourselves in this little area, this little clearing, this fire pit area.
You guys aren't like experiencing anything crazy right now, right?
No, I am, and I'm not okay.
I definitely did.
Yeah. There's some nasty spirited stuff going
No,
on.
and I was gonna say the same thing, sister. There's definitely like, okay, well, I feel like candidly speaking, you know, we should all, if we're gonna work together, right, co-workers and such, maybe friends even. I count all of you as friends. Well, maybe one of you. But you know, I think we should be candid with each other and let each other know when things are happening to us and what's going on. And in the spirit of friendship, right?
Oh,
Looks around, right? So I think we should let each other know our things. We know, like, Mateo's dead. Woo! You know, not woo, all, but like, woo, we know, we all know. Okay, we know, or do you? I don't know if they know. I know I told Celine. I'm a witch, right? And I know, like, I always say that because, you know, I'll be reading the girls down on Tumblr Tarot, but, like, I'm an actual witch as well, guys. And what I can sense here is, like...
I knew that.
You knew that?
I did.
Okay.
In the spirit of friendship and honesty, I can smell the spells that you cast. They're quite strong in a good way. You smell good.
Oh, okay, thanks. Is that why you were like sniffing earlier? I thought we were just doing something cute and fun.
Didn't I say that he was hiding
You
something?
did. She did. She told me that she thought you were hiding something. And yeah, it looks like she was actually pretty right about that.
Well, I mean,
in my defense, would you have wanted to know what I do for a living? Or the dead?
Well, the in this retrospect, yeah, but like in like any normal retrospect, probably not. Because being whatever you are sounds a lot less cooler than being a witch. You know what I mean? So like, you seem like you have a pretty scary job. I'm just like being cutesy and demure with some spells. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So you're like gate guardian? Like, what do they call you?
I'm just known as a guardian, I guess.
So just the guardian, like you don't got a title.
I mean, I guess you could call me a Cerberus, you know, the three-headed dog.
Like Greek mythology Cerberus.
That's the one.
Huh.
Oh, so...
No wonder he got that dog.
Now, wait a minute.
Yeah, no, you ate that.
No, because...
What?
I have a secret of my own.
What do you mean?
My
like
parents...
something that I don't know about you?
Well, my parents don't really want me. They kind of told me not to tell anyone.
That they
what,
don't
are you
want
from
you?
Manchester? You know I hate that.
No.
Oh, okay.
Ugh. Let's just say I'm not from here.
Like
I'm actually
here,
like the country, like the state.
Yeah, you gotta be a
what?
Like
guys,
this.
let her talk.
Like this realm. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Well, damn, Zane, what don't you know?
Right. What don't I think Zane, okay, huddle up. And you know, I grabbed the two girls and I'm like, listen, and I say this loud enough for Zane to actually hear me. Well, are we sure Zane ain't like one of the people involved, girl? Because he seems to know a lot about a lot of things and he's just keeping it under wraps.
Well,
I'm just doing my job, ladies.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it's your job, but still.
I have been warned about people like him when I was very young. Being from where I'm from, I'm not really supposed to be here. And his folk are the ones that drag me back to where? Drag us back.
Us meaning you and your parents.
Yes, my family.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah, no, me too.
I'm not going to tweet it or anything, but I am writing it.
But I'm pretty sure he already knows that, you know, so I turn back around to Zayn. So you already know I'm not supposed to be here. Yeah, correct.
But you can't take her back.
I was gonna say, and you're not taking her back if that's what you think you're gonna do. Like,
and I don't want to.
Oh, okay, great. Well, I guess we came to an understanding.
Well, as long as you guys keep your mouths shut, so no, are you the only? There's more of people like you, right?
There are more of me. There are rules I'm supposed to follow, but I haven't been feeling like following them lately.
Well,
You're rebellious.
Right.
I just need all of you. If I tell you what I am, I need all of you to promise me that you're not going to tell a single soul outside of this group.
Well,
Well,
who would I
duh.
tell?
Right.
You already know I'm good at keeping secrets.
Yeah.
promise.
Maybe you should stop mentioning that. That's not like good. That you just knew
Well,
all of this information about us. And you know what I mean?
Meta
It's
question.
kept you safe so far.
Meta question, yes.
Yeah. If I make a promise with the Fae, do we both get a string on each other, or does she just get a string on me?
I think it's a one-way string.
yeah.
It is. I think technically, if you guys promise not. Wow, that was smooth. I didn't even pick.
Yeah, no,
right.
she ate that up. Trust.
Oh yeah, no, that was
You
fantastic.
did. You picked it up. Yeah, it's just a thing for this Fae that if you break, will be bad for you.
Right.
Okay,
Specifically.
yeah, then I'll accept the promise.
Okay, so everybody promise not to tell.
Of course, I would literally never tell
Girl,
anyone.
we're already besties. If you needed a string, you could have just said that.
Not Dylan being like, if you needed something on me, sister, like.
I love
Dylan,
it.
what the fuck
You
are
got
you?
that in there. You got that in.
I turned to Dylan. What the fuck are you? Because if this bitch is not from here, this bitch is dead. This bitch is the guardian of where she's from, I guess. What are you?
Well, last I checked, I was born and raised here in Pennsylvania.
Well, me
so
too.
I'm a human.
Well, obviously,
okay.
right?
You say you're a human and you hear the whispers in your ear when you say it.
Oh,
Is it like is she reacting to it?
Ooh.
Okay, I am, but I will let you guys know that I have been hearing whispers
Are you
from.
schizophrenic?
Oh,
I am not
I'm
schizophrenic. I am
asking,
not
as your
fucking
friend.
crazy. There
okay,
is-
you know what? I'm going to feed this power hunger from what I got and try and shut down Hayden's meandering.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
And like, Hayden,
roll
we are
cold.
talking about the supernatural here. Focus for 5 minutes.
God.
And let me roll out. See
Roll
what I get.
cold. Yeah.
I know that's right.
Oh shit! That went. Okay,
Is it bad?
So-
I hope he fails.
that is a 1 and a 6 plus 1 for cold. So that's an 8.
Okay, on an 8, I have this written down. I know it, but I'm gonna look at it anyway. Both of you, okay, either you can both give a condition to one another, or you can lose a string on one another.
Oh.
But it is a success just with that condition.
I'm going to give a condition of chatterbox to Hayden.
Well, you
Okay.
ate that.
Yeah.
I mean, do I have to give a condition? No, I don't have to, right?
You both do. So you would have to give a condition as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not. Let's try.
How about the fact that he's a volatile?
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. Your condition is that. Oh, that's so
Hothead?
mean to say.
Oh shit! Sorry, that was a 9, not an 8.
Was it it's still mixed. It's still a mixed success.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, 10 and up is when you get a full success.
I don't
Got
know
you.
if I could say that. That's like really mean.
No, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna
Go for
say it, but it's like not in the general sense. You know?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
I'm gonna give you like. I just feel like you're very lifeless. Like Not
Okay.
like it's in the you know, there's irony, but like it's in the sense that like, girl, where's your fun? Like, where's your spontaneity?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Let me write that down.
Yeah. And keep track of your conditions because I'll probably forget them.
Period.
And you can always resolve them through
Mhm.
acting against them or acting in a way that resolves them.
Oh, so he has to be fun. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or you have to be quiet.
Well,
Okay,
listen,
meta
that can just
question.
not eat her up, girl.
What question? Sorry.
Okay, this was actually much earlier, but when Dylan and I were walking down the steps and she ran away, would that be a runaway mechanic?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh, it would have been, yeah.
Oh
Dang.
my god.
Get the string on her. Get the
Yeah,
string on her.
you go ahead and get your string.
Yeah, take it.
Go ahead.
Oh,
take
I
your
get a string. Oh, okay.
Or wait, I think
Wait.
no, it just would have been either you escaped or you made a big scene or you
Okay.
ran into
Oh.
something worse. We're not gonna go
Oh.
back and
Right.
RP
No,
that.
Okay,
That
we
would
okay.
have
can't do
been a
that. We
bit of
can't do
RP.
that.
Okay.
I
Oh
missed
my
that. That's
God.
my fault.
No worries.
I'm a little
Wow.
sleepy. Sorry about it.
yeah.
No, it's
Same.
fine.
No worries, mate.
Okay.
It's all right.
So the two, I'm gonna do a little narration real quick.
Okay.
All of you are together, kind of realizing the gravity of the situation as Mateo has been like, we're dealing with the supernatural here. And all of you kind of like look around at each other and realize, for most of you, with the exception of Celine and Zane, you've always thought you're the only person like you. You're the only person who's not human and normal. And no one else is different or weird or strange or hiding something. And you have proof to the contrary. It's late. You see on your phones it's late. And you guys have more information to share with each other. But y'all gotta get home because tomorrow is homecoming when everything's supposed to go down. And some of you have parents who, not all of you, some of you have parents that don't give a fuck. But a few of you do have parents who will probably start wondering where you are.
Right.
So I'm gonna give you guys one last thing before you all go your separate ways to prepare for what havoc may be wrought tomorrow.
Oh god.
One last moment.
You all hear a ding on your phone, like simultaneously. Oh, that ding, you don't have to worry about it right now. It was me putting us all in a group chat called the Super Sleuths. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh my god.
We're like, so we can like
been
share.
more on the nose.
What? I'm trying to be cute. Like, it's, you know.
You are
Well,
so
we could've been
unserious.
teachers. So
Okay.
unserious.
Well, yeah. That's kind of, you hate that. But yeah, so we can like, if we find out something, or like you go home and you find out something, or, you know, anyone, we can just update the group chat.
Sounds good to me.
Wait,
Right.
so is everybody going to homecoming tomorrow? You guys better come. I took so much time to plan
You mean
and make
we.
it.
So, like, Zane, you got
Wait.
asked to homecoming by like 10 bitches. Who are you taking?
Yeah.
Can I run away?
No.
You can roll to
No.
run away, yeah.
Okay.
How do we
I
stop
wanna-
this?
Bro.
Can I do like does it mean like I'm physically running away or can I just change the topic but it's still a volatile role?
Running away. Oh, you're right. It is volatile. Sorry. It would be physical. It would be like a physical running away, like trying to escape.
I think
mean,
a
Oh.
non
Oh, sorry.
a non-physical option would be a cold roll for shutting them
Shutting
down.
down.
Oh
Yeah.
So if you want to change the subject or something, that would be a cold roll.
Yep. You can roll cold and try to change the subject.
Okay, I'll do a cold roll. I'll shut someone. I'll shut Celine down.
I hope you get it.
Right, because she's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fail. Mess up.
No, we gotta
Good.
So it's a cold roll, you said?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh.
I rolled a 5, and my cold is a 2, so it's just a 7.
Okay. You can either both lose a string on each other or give a condition to each other.
Ooh.
But you are able to change the subject.
So how do I do a condition again? What is
A condition could be like you said before, like mysterious or evasive, or it's kind of like a label that other people are going to think about this person and say about this person, like high school gossip kind of stuff. Like you're basically giving them a title that other people will think of them as, in a way.
Example, the condition I'm gonna give you is nosy.
Oh.
Oh
my
God.
Oh wow. The way you said it more than anything.
Right.
I'm gonna
It
give
was
you
pointed.
no.
It was pointed. That was crazy.
Okay.
I still want to flirt with everyone. I'm sorry.
I'm going to give you an avoidant attachment style.
Period.
Damn.
You ate that up. You ate him up.
Yeah, no, the avoidant attachment.
Mm-hmm. I love these conditions. What?
Well, let me give one to you. Just kidding.
Oh.
You are able to change the subject, Zane. If you have one thing you want to say.
Do you think the party's over by now? Do you think we should head back?
Well, I don't think it was like much of a party as much as it was like just a gathering of like degenerate students.
I didn't get to go to Philippa.
You'll
might still
be
be
able
there.
to find her. Yeah,
But it's late.
It's late, so she probably left. But we can attack her. Oh, not attack. That's crazy. We can definitely get to her whenever. Like definitely tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, you have time before there's a game before the dance.
Exactly.
That you don't have.
Guys, I'm cheering.
Oh, you are.
be
Oh my
there.
God, you'll be at. Okay, so that means we'll be there, right? Or do you?
Yep.
Like.
Yes, you.
Okay.
You're gonna be.
Oh well,
right?
I was just asking. I wanted to see if you like wanted us to like salute while you were cheering. No, it's fine. We can stand.
No, you don't have. You've seen me cheer a million times. You don't have to watch me. We need to figure this out. We need to help Mateo. We have other things to do.
And I'm so glad you came around to like the help of Mateo. I know he's a little rough around the edges, maybe a little dull, but like he's a caring person. Look, and I show you the text message where he said, "Don't text and drive." Look, he cares.
Aw.
You guys begin to make your way home out of the woods. And as you're leaving, Dylan.
Oh my God.
Sorry about it.
Dylan can't take much more.
You hear it again. And you turn around, just giving the clearing one last look. And you see yourself standing behind you.
Oh.
Wearing that golden crown of leaves.
Rock.
Just for a second.
Panic.
And emerging from the ground behind you is something great and horrible and large and dark. And the moment where you're about to be able to see it, the apparition fades. And the only thing that lingers is the vision of yourself with the crown. You can't recall what the thing looked like, but it was you can't remember.
Oh.
But you hear in your mind, the power comes from belief, and belief can be cultivated or neglected. A crown or a circlet. Life is full of choices. And all of you make your way out of the woods. Make your way to your homes. Sleep or try to sleep, because tomorrow is a big and equally long day. And somewhere in your small, slightly uncanny town, someone is pulling the strings. Someone is breaking a promise.
Mm-hmm.
Someone is cultivating their power. And that's where we'll end our session tonight.
Who told somebody?
Right. Like, who was nasty?
Who snitched?
Well, I don't think
Was
it's
me.
yours promise. I just think it's another promise. Like another phase.
What do you know? What do you know?
Well, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying
It
this
is another
me.
promise. It's
Right.
not
Like, I'm
a
saying
fairy
this is
promise,
me.
if that helps.
Yeah.
Oh my god. These are always so fucking good. Thank you guys. This was wonderful.
I was
This
so
was
happy to
great.
get spooky now. Now that we're out of school, we can get
Uh-huh.
spooky.
I want you to know we stayed at each other's house. We all stayed at Celine's house. Like, when I say we all, me and the other two girls stayed at Celine's house.
Well, you guys,
My
you
mom.
do that because you know that my parents.
Yeah, your
don't
parents are
trust
never
me.
home. So,
True.
Yeah, my mom
And y'all,
is
we
not
can all
gonna
do
try to
whatever
get
we
me
want.
snatched up in the house, you know.
exactly.
So
That's
Oh,
why.
yeah.
at the
So
house.
we all got together at Celine's house and we stayed the night together, have a little girls' night.
Free homecoming sleepover.
Right,
It's all
exactly.
planned.
Yay.
It's approved.
It's an annual thing.
Right.